Today, welcome to Everything Fall and our newly expanded pumpkin patch tea collection. We have always had pumpkin teas, of course we have. I am a person who loves fall. I am so serious about fall. If given the opportunity, I promise to you, I would be willing to stand in a circle holding hands just like in the beginning of Whoville when all of the residents were singing like Yahoo Kame, autumn come what may. Do you know what I mean? I love everything fall. I love those cooler temperatures. I love everything pumpkin. I bake with it, of course. Lots and lots of tea, drinks. Yes, there's pumpkin soup and everything else. Let me tell you though, if I still have your attention, if you do not like pumpkin, I'm going to surprise you. There are a couple of teas in this collection that I'm pretty sure you're going to like, even if you don't think you like pumpkin. Also, stick with me just a few minutes. We also have an apple orchard collection. So again, we have over 100 flavors of loose leaf tea. We have always had tea with apple, but this particular apple orchard collection is very special. It is expanded. We did introduce the apple orchard collection last week. I am introducing Pumpkin Patch this week. We do have both returning and brand new flavors to tell you about, and an amazingly cute teapot that does look like a pumpkin. What do you think? Does it? Does it look like a pumpkin? I think it does. Okay, you got to do me a favor. Smash that heart or leave me a comment. Do you like fall as much as I do? Am I just crazy? Am I alone in this? It looks like we've got a couple people watching live. They all love fall. I am hoping that this is projecting into our event. I created an event on Facebook to make sure everyone knew that we were introducing a new pumpkin collection. Lots of great teas in this collection. Friends, I want to say welcome. If you are new here, my name is Joy. I'm the owner of Sub Rosa Tea. We're a small company based in Northern Ohio, and we will ship anywhere in the United States. We do have over 100 flavors of loose leaf tea. We also sell blooming tea and matcha. We've got great teapots for sitting down. We do also sell tumblers if you're walking around. I want to say hello to everyone watching. Friends, I am using a broadcasting app, so I do have a laptop screen in front of me. That's why I keep looking down, so I can see your comments if you're watching live. If there's a red live above my head, that simply means you're watching it on the replay. You can shop normally both on our mobile shopping app, where it looks like just about everyone is, and also on our website, which is subrosat.com. We are always not always, but on occasion like this, we do run Facebook ads. So I am always asking for your support. As a very small business, it is very hard to stay competitive in today's marketplace. So if by chance you see our ads, you should see that it says the word sponsored. That's how you know it's an ad. If you would do me a solid favor and comment. You can comment just about anything, but it does help new people to know that we are a legit company and we really are going to ship their tea. And if you've had our tea and you literally do like it, don't hesitate to say that. You're welcome to be shy, but it definitely does help support our small company when you can give us a comment. So I want to just say thank you in advance for all of that. We definitely love having fun in the kitchen. For those of you that are new, I want you to know that in today's video, I am going to talk about limited edition teas, which means they will only be around for a very short period of time. They are special to us, but we do have over 100 flavors that we sell all year. So when you are on our website or the mobile shopping app, when you see limited edition, that does mean you need to buy it shortly, okay? Buy some, taste it. If you like it, buy yourself a second bag because it will not be around forever. On our website, we have a page called Limited Edition. That's where you can find everything I'm talking about today. If it's not on Limited Edition, that means that we normally have it all year. So if that is more your speed, I see lots of people who love fall. Keep in mind, friends, both the Apple Orchard Collection and the Pumpkin Patch, we do have teas with caffeine and teas with no caffeine. We have teas with spice. We have teas with no spice. These collections also have tea with chocolate, and of course, not all of them have chocolate. We are a company that uses nuts, and I will list that in the ingredients and, of course, online, so you know ahead of time what is appropriate for you. you and your taste buds and your family. Andrea says, you're not alone. Fall is my favorite. Thank you for that. It is hard to have a favorite. I'm a big tea drinker. I would have to say I love all tea and I love all seasons. I love them. I get so excited about the change. I'm always happy about it. It doesn't matter what season it is. I just like new beginnings. So anyway, I do see a lot of people watching on the mobile shopping app. So if any of you have a question, I will definitely read it out loud so those people who are not on the app can see questions and answers too. Hi, Miss Linda watching on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. It does help when you're over on social media. It helps out get our name out, get Facebook to understand that there are people who do want to see our live videos. I'm going to put this pumpkin spice aside because, friends, I think pumpkin season, pumpkin flavors are more than pumpkin spice lattes. You better believe it. I have got so many fabulous pumpkin teas to tell you about. Here at Sub Rosa Tea, we do sell 3 sizes of tea. The Try Me size half ounce does make 5 to 6 servings. The 2 ounce makes 20 to 25 servings. We also call it the value size. So you're going to see me go through the different listings. Here at Sub Rosa Tea, we have a combo pack that is all the tea in the theme. That's part of that collection, and a tea accessory, which is at a discount when you buy the feature tea accessory as a part of the combo pack. So this particular combo pack, the Pumpkin Patch Tea Combo Pack, comes with the Vienna glass teapot. I think it looks like a pumpkin. What say you all? This teapot is made out of glass. Once you remove the metal, you can absolutely put it in the microwave. You can put it on the stovetop, and you can put it into the dishwasher. This is all glass here. I know it kind of looks small, but it does hold 3 cups easily. And again, friends, we sell loose leaf tea. So those of you who can't see my entire counter, this is loose leaf tea, which means it's not in a tea bag. So you put the tea leaves into your infuser basket. And this teapot does come with an infuser basket. It's removable. It is stainless steel. It does have fine mesh holes, so tiny, tiny holes. Some of these teas do have tiny particles, and I don't think you're going to see any seep through. This does have a lid, of course. Again, this is glass. It is the Vienna glass teapot. It is sold separately, but you will enjoy a nice discount when you buy the combo pack. Melissa says she loves the Vienna teapot. Oh, thank you. I think it is definitely just so precious. I use it all the time. I think it's both fancy and functional, which is fun. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, some things are just so fancy. Do you really want to use them all too often? And some things are so fun and so whimsical they don't even make sense to use them all the time. This is both fancy, functional, and fun. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Melissa. Here at Sub Rosa Tea, we do also sell a bundle. So if you don't need a teapot, at this moment in time, you can also get all of the teas I'm going to be talking about at a discount when you buy our collection bundle. So the pumpkin patch is also a bundle. I have got 6 teas in this pumpkin patch collection, but friends, we have more. We do. We have more than 6 pumpkin inspired teas. So I'm going to talk about all of them. What we're going to do first is talk about the bundle. Okay, so I'm going to talk about those 6 teas first. Melissa says, and the tea is beautifully displayed in it. I have to say that is absolutely correct, Melissa, that the loose leaf tea really does hang out in here. It is beautiful to have tea in here. It is also fabulous for blooming tea. If you're not familiar with that, blooming teas expand like a blooming flower, and you do need room for them to groove, hence the shape, the size, and also the fact that it's clear. You want to be able to see a blooming tea. So this teapot is good for blooming tea, matcha, loose leaf tea, and for those of you who are drinking tea bag tea. You're going to be rocking and rolling with the Vienna. Sorry, I already moved the cue to the creamy pumpkin brownies. I love brownies. I love chocolate. What can I say? Friends, this first tea has no cinnamon. It does have some spice though. It has cardamom. I'm going to put cardamom in the spice category, but it doesn't have any cinnamon. So it might not taste like what you're thinking pumpkin spice should taste like because it doesn't have cinnamon, but both the cardamom and the pumpkin seeds in here do make it taste creamy. So I have called this creamy pumpkin brownie. So you're not going to see bits of pumpkin, but I did use pumpkin seeds. There is definitely dark chocolate in here. This is a black tea, so it does have caffeine. This is a fabulous tea for a latte. This time of year, we're thinking lattes. That is not just for coffee, friends, okay? You can definitely latte your loose leaf tea as well. You steep up that tea, you heat your milk, cream, non-dairy, whatever it is you consume. When the two are ready, you marry them together and you've got a latte. Let me tell you, far as I know, those fancy lattes at the fancy coffee shops can cost around $6 depending where you live. Guess how much this will cost you? Brace yourself. It's like 25 cents. It's like a quarter. I think you guys can really splurge. Do you know what I mean? This loose leaf tea is not only affordable, but it really does taste good, and it's good hot, cold, as a latte. You rock and roll it. Yes, hi Miss Karen. Thanks for joining us over on Facebook. Tiffany says the teapot has been on her wish list for over a year now. Is now the time? Is now the time, Miss Tiffany? It is a nice one. We have had the Vienna glass teapot for some time, and it's popular. That's why we still have them. Okay, next up, let's do another black tea. Now this one is returning. We've had it before. It was very popular. I did call it pumpkin latte. This one I tried super hard to make it as close to what you would get in one of those fancy coffee shops. When you order a pumpkin latte in a chain coffee shop, this is the most what it's going to taste like, but also it's not, because normally those coffee shops are using a boxed mix of like a boxed milk with spices. It's not whole, it's not fresh, it's not like actual spices. I really hate to say negative things about, I don't want to say anything blanket. I don't want to make a blanket statement about this. All I know is they are more expensive. You get to control your sugar. You're controlling your dairy or non-dairy. You get control everything. Pumpkin latte though, friends. Oh, it is creamy. It is sweet. And it's pumpkin. Yes, so pumpkin latte. Highly recommend. Absolutely, very, very much. Now, next one is another one that we have had before. We are bringing it back again because it was so popular. This is our pumpkin juice. Pumpkin juice, again, very, very popular. It's not juice. I don't know what you might think of when you hear pumpkin juice, but it is pumpkin spice, and it is a sweet apple, and it's like maple syrup. Like all those things in one tea. It really is. It's quite good. It is quite good. This is another one that is really good, hot or cold. It is a black tea, so it does have 60 milligrams of caffeine per 8-ounce cup. Hi, Katrina, watching on Facebook. Thanks for joining us live. I love it. Thank you, thank you. So those of you who have had the pumpkin juice before, I did not change the recipe. It is just back again because, again, it is so versatile and so fabulous, and it's different. It is legitimately different tasting than like the pumpkin latte that tastes sweet and creamy. This one has got more cinnamon, more spice, more sweetness because it's maple, versus the latte is like a creamy caramel type taste, if you see what I'm talking about. Katrina just said the pumpkin latte is delicious. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Okay, next up, we've got a green tea in this collection. Oh, let me change the cue. There we go. Pumpkin maple nut. Pumpkin maple nut. And this is it here. This is a green tea, which means it's low in caffeine, high in antioxidants. Green teas are excellent cold steeped. You put the tea leaves right in your teapot with cold water and put it in the fridge, and you've got iced tea in just about no time. 5 to 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 hours overnight. It will not matter. It will not get bitter. If you decide to drink your pumpkin maple nut green tea hot, please do use steaming water, never boiling. You do not want to get your tea leaves to get bitter. So this is perfect, hot or cold. I'm just asking you to not crank it up, not boiling on this one. I did use walnuts, almonds, green tea, and of course the pumpkin seeds if you can't see them. I know everything's kind of green in my bowl here. Nice, a beautiful tea. This is new this year. Highly encourage you to give it a try. Now, next up, we do have some caffeine-free teas. I know some of you really do like your caffeine-free, so we've got a couple of those. Pumpkin roll. This, we're bringing it back. We introduced it last year. Everyone loved it. Keep in mind the one flavor note here, friends. Last year, pumpkin roll was a black tea. I'm telling you, the flavor is exactly the same, but I made it caffeine-free. I have a huge amount of customers who want caffeine-free. So I did use a decaf Ceylon tea. So that's why you're going to see that it does have some black color to it. It is a decaf Ceylon, which it means you get all of those great antioxidants from the tea leaves. This does also have rooibos in it. Again, fabulous antioxidants. Rooibos, known as the red tea, known to be good for headaches, inflammation, and insomnia. Again, friends, the pumpkin roll, the recipe is, let's say, similar, but it is 100% caffeine free now. It used to be a black tea, so it is very creamy. In my mind, pumpkin rolls definitely have pumpkin taste, a little bit of spice in the background, but it is that cream filling that makes it so iconic, so special, so different than the other pumpkin desserts that you might have had. So pumpkin roll, that is a caffeine-free addition this year. Next up, we have got another fan favorite. Boy, we really think we've had this one now 18 months. Very, very popular. This is pumpkin pasties. Pumpkin pasties is caffeine-free. The recipe has not changed. If you're not familiar with the term pasty, it is what the British people say for like a fry pie. Do you know what I mean? Like a handheld pie. So this tea tastes like a blend of apple pie and pumpkin pie. So it is fabulous. It does have cinnamon. It has some spice to it. It definitely has sweetness because of the apple. I'm telling you, it tastes like flaky pie crust. It is really super fun. Again, this is the pumpkin pasties, and it's completely caffeine free. This is, again, one of my favorites to drink as a latte. Personally, my preference on the caffeine-free is always to steep them hot. I may not always drink them hot, but I definitely do steep them hot. With a latte, add a little heavy whipping cream right there. Very indulgent. Definitely an indulgent dessert style tea. Andrea says, "Oh, thank you. I know some of you really do like your caffeine-free teas." Yes. Melissa says that she's also happy the pumpkin roll switched on over to caffeine-free. And hi, Tiffany. And she's drinking the pumpkin pasties right now. Oh, and eating some. Did you bake, Tiffany? How fun. If you did, that's awesome. Right? It's just a really fun dessert. Creamy and nice with that flaky crust. Absolutely. So those are the 6, but I'm going to keep talking because I do want you to know about the other pumpkin teas that we sell. So what did not make it into this year's collection is our pumpkin chai. Honestly, between you and me, this is like the best-selling pumpkin tea that we sell. This is really popular for us. It is a black tea. It's definitely spicy. It's definitely a spice-like chai. So it does have caffeine. It's very good hot or cold. Very, very good as a latte. This is by far the most popular. So it just didn't make it into the collection because I love variety. I wanted to make sure that we had tea in the pumpkin patch that didn't have spice. But if you do like spice, definitely give this one a try. Those of you who are caffeine-free, looking for your dessert teas, can I make a confession right now? For like the past month, it's been really hot during the day here in Northern Ohio, and I had gotten out of the habit of drinking my nightly cup of tea. I know that sounds crazy, probably shocking to some of you because you know I own a tea company. I really do drink a lot of tea, but I had gotten out of the habit of drinking the nighttime tea, which does so many things for me and my sweet tooth. It was getting a little crazy, and I was eating little nibbles at night. that is not on my list of things that I want to be doing. That's not cool with me. I love that these teas have no sugar. These here have no caffeine. I love how good they taste. I love how I feel when I drink them. I love all of the antioxidants and health benefits. I just was a little shocked at myself that a couple of weeks went by where I didn't have my nighttime tea. So you have to understand, even I do slip from time to time, but we're going to make sure that does not happen again, no matter what. Sweet pumpkin spice. Friends, we have been in business 11 years. We've almost always had sweet pumpkin spice. I wasn't one of the original 12, but as soon as I had expanded the line, so I think it's been 10 and a half years that I've had the sweet pumpkin spice. It is a rooibos, so that means it's caffeine free. Rooibos is known to be good for headaches, inflammation, and insomnia. This is a good spiced tea. I've always said that it really does taste like pumpkin pie with whipped cream. There's some vanilla in there. It's smooth and creamy, but it's not too spicy, which makes me happy sometimes. I like a good balance. I like depth of flavor. I like all the things in one cup of tea. So I personally even grab this one a lot. Now, those of you who are looking for caffeine free, but you do want heavier in the spice, I'm gonna recommend the Cinderella. Now, Cinderella might be obvious to you. Why did I call it this? It's a pumpkin tea, that's right. I think the most iconic food in Cinderella's story is that pumpkin carriage. It's kind of hard to forget. So I did call this tea Cinderella. It's a honeybush tea. Honeybush is the name of the plant. It doesn't really have honey in it, but it is a nice and sweet on the palate base to use, and that balances really, really well with spices. So Cinderella, caffeine free, really good as a latte, great as a hot cup of tea, and it is so spicy that it does really taste good cold too. So for those of you who have littles and you do not want them to have caffeine at this stage in their life or at night, like I think a lot of you are probably reading to your little kids at night, and it's nice to have the ritual, the going to bed ritual where you're, reading a book and drinking some tea. So this one is caffeine free, and I can definitely vouch for it. I think a lot of little kids do like it. Okay, now for those of you that did not hear, last week we did introduce our Apple Orchard collection. I'm not going to take too long to talk about them because I have talked about them before. Next week, I'm going to tell you about our autumn collection. I know it's Labor Day weekend. Those of you who like to tune in weekly, it is an autumn collection. So it has some pumpkin, some apple, but it has an awful lot of other flavors too. So if you are looking for something bigger, more rounded, I don't know, I feel like all these collections are pretty well rounded. And that reminds me, and then on September 10th, so if I don't see you on Labor Day, September 10th, we are introducing our Oktoberfest. So do make sure that you click going. If you are on Facebook, we have a Facebook event. Do look for that. And we will be live then. Oktoberfest is a brand new collection for us. So I definitely want to make sure that you see all of those because they're all new. They're all new teas in a new collection. Jennifer says that the Vienna reminds her of Cinderella's carriage. How could it not? Isn't it just gorgeous? What do we remember about Cinderella's carriage? Sometimes I feel like my childhood flip book, the carriage was orange, but I kind of feel like somewhere at some point, whether it was a movie or just some other product that I had in my life, Cinderella's carriage was clear. It was see-through. Almost like mimicking her glass slipper, right? So help me out. Is it just me? My memory? Am I crazy? Was her carriage orange? I don't know. Okay, Melissa says she's intrigued by what will be in the Oktoberfest collection. Melissa, you got to do me a favor. If you can attend live, I'm calling you out, girl. I need your help. If you can attend live on September 10th, I really need a couple people in my audience to comment when I say something. If you've ever been to Oktoberfest, I'm assuming this is nationwide, but I live in Ohio, so maybe our Germans are interesting. I don't know. But I've been to a few, as both a vendor and a guest. With Oktoberfest, all the big ones I've been to have a glockenspiel. So every hour on the hour, the glockenspiel characters, they're live people, come out and sing and dance and do things, right? Okay, so anyway, the one that I've been to, specifically, someone yells into the audience, ticky-tacky, ticky-tacky. And then the audience says, oi, oi, oi. So I'm going to try to pull that off, but I'm not going to do a good job if there's crickets. I'm not going to do a good job if my whole entire audience is completely silent. So somebody please promise that you will come live, because I'm going to yell it out, and hopefully you guys will know what to answer. I don't know how to spell oi. Is it O-I? Is it O-Y? I don't even know that it's German, but it happens every time I go to Oktoberfest. So anyway, no, Andrea, no, there will not be bratwurst flavored tea. But I promise I'm gonna surprise you. You just have to wait. I think this is my most creative collection yet. So even if you're not interested in the flavors, you gotta come. You gotta come to the video. Okay, Karen, oi, oi, oi. Please, if you can come on the 10th, Miss Karen. I need your help on that. Okay, Apple Orchard Tea Collection. Let's talk about it really, really fast. Hold on, guys, hold on. Okay, Apple Orchard. We have again a combo pack with the Apple Orchard collection, and it is featuring the Kyoto. This is again a glass teapot. The lid is glass. This has a very, very wide mouth, which is great for matcha to get your bamboo whisk in. A very, very large infuser basket. Friends, the basket is oversized. It does not need to be this big for any reason other than cleaning. It's easy to clean when it's bigger. So it is oversized, but it's cute. It's versatile. Again, this is a glass teapot. When you remove the infuser, this is all glass. It can go into the microwave, on the stovetop, and in the dishwasher. This is also dishwasher safe, no problem. I've had my Kyoto glass teapot for years. It is featured in the Apple Orchard Tea Combo Pack. We do also have the Apple Orchard Collection Bundle. It has all 6 of our apple-inspired teas as a part of this theme. We do have other apple teas available now that are not in the themed bundle, but I am going to talk about all 6 that are right now. Okay, first up, let's talk about the black teas. We've got Poison Apple. Poison Apple. Friends, this is a black tea, so it does have caffeine. This is the tea that we have that has it all. It has spice. It has hot cinnamon specifically. It has sweet notes to it. It does have sweet apple to it. It also has dark chocolate. So I am telling you, this is one of our best sellers. We have had it for years. It was a part of our fairy tale collection. It is now a part of Apple Orchard. Next up is a black tea called Spiced Apple Chai. Again, this tea in particular is very spicy. If you like it very, very strong and spicy, the Spiced Apple Chai is for you. This is perfect. Both of them, honestly, are perfect as a latte. They hold up really well to that. Next up on the caffeine scale, this is the Caramel Apple Cheesecake. It is an oolong tea. Oolong has less caffeine than black tea. Oolong is definitely one of my favorites to steep up cold. I personally think cheesecake should be cold. That's what I'm thinking when I think cheesecake. Either that or a latte. Adding, your creamer to it is absolutely perfect. This tea has no cinnamon. So in my mind, caramel apple cheesecake is sweet on cream. So that's what you've got here. You definitely have caramel notes, sweet apple notes, cream, no spice at all. Next up, we have our apple cider donut. I know some of you are really big onto Instagram. I don't know if she's still watching. I can never tell if people are still watching, but was here earlier. Wrote a really, really nice review about the apple cider donut. It is specifically different. It is a green tea. It is very low in caffeine, high in antioxidants. I did use gunpowder, which is a type of green tea. And this one in particular, friends, I used not only apple and cinnamon, but I used creme brulee brulee flavor. And I say it that way because most people know what brulee flavor means. It is that sugary, sweet, but kind of burnt, but it's not all the way to caramel. It's in between. It doesn't taste like I added sugar to the tea because I didn't. It doesn't taste like I added caramel to the tea because I didn't. It's in between, and it is fabulous. So anyway, also very, very good is iced tea. I know some of you are enjoying 100-degree temperatures right now. I know it's August. It is very hard to be thinking about fall and cooler weather. The entire Apple Orchard collection is good hot or cold. It really, really is. If you are drinking your iced teas, these teas are for you. They are perfect. Next up, we've got 2 caffeine-free teas in the Apple Orchard collection. This is Appletini. Appletini, it's caffeine-free. Appletini, if you haven't had an apple martini, yes, they're normally green. I know that they are. It's very, very iconic. But this tea is going to be red. It's going to be very dark red, kind of like, no, like my shirt, not like a bright apple. It's going to be more like my shirt because of the hibiscus. Hibiscus is a flower. It's known to lower blood pressure. There's no caffeine in it, but it is a deep, dark red burgundy color. So Appletini does taste like an apple martini, which does have some sweet notes to it, but hibiscus is primarily tart. Tart and sour in a fun way. Like Granny Smith apples are tart and sour in a really fun way. So if you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend you give it a try. I love the variety in the Apple Orchard collection. There is something for everyone and every mood. Next up, friends, is the honeyed apple and fig. Honeyed apple and fig, again, is new this year. It is caffeine-free. It is a honey bush. So I talked about that. We do have that honey bush tea in the pumpkin collection. That's the Cinderella. It's not actually in Pumpkin Patch, but we sell Cinderella all year. This is a honey bush with apple, and yes, it's with fig. Yes, it's fabulous this way. It really, really is. So again, there is some spice here, but figs are a really specific flavor note, and they pair fabulously with both apples and honey bush. I eat salads every single day of the calendar year. When I am in the fall season, I am always buying figs because I'm always buying apples. It is definitely one of my favorite salads. So I knew for a fact that they would make a perfect tea, and I really think you guys will like them too. Melissa says she's had it. Good. We did release the Apple Orchard collection last week, so some of you have already received it in the mail and have had a sip. Melissa says it's really good. That reminds me, I forgot to say with the Appletini, there's no cinnamon. So I did mention that the Appletini is like an apple martini, so it's tangy and sour and tart and sweet, but there's no spice at all. So it is kind of that one flavor note that is predominant, and it's fabulous that way. And again, friends, the Apple Orchard collection is featured with the Kyoto glass teapot. Again, we do sell it individually. You will receive it at a discount when you buy the combo pack. We also have a couple of apple teas that are not a part of the Apple Orchard collection. The Candy Apple is here. This is a black tea. This was featured during our State Fair themed tea collection, but of course it's fabulous for the fall. If you know what a candy apple is, it is definitely a very specific flavor profile. It's not just flat cinnamon, flat apple. It's good. It's got a lot of depth of flavor. Again, this is a black tea, so it does have caffeine. Next up is Snow White. This is not in the Apple Orchard collection, but I couldn't not mention it. Snow White, of course, the primary flavor of fruit that you remember from the story of Snow White is her taking a bite of the apple. This tea is caffeine free, so again, if you are spending your evenings reading to little ones, reading some stories, this is perfect for that. It does taste like apple pie a la mode, so it does have apple and cinnamon and a fair amount of vanilla. It is nice and smooth and completely caffeine free. Andrea says the candy apple is so good. Thank you. I love it when you guys use emojis and they actually come through. Some emojis don't come through my broadcasting app, but that one does. So it's always fun for me to see that. Thank you. Oh yes, and we do have one that I forgot to, it looks like it's not in the queue. Apologies. We also brought back our apple cinnamon rooibos. We've had this before. I think we've had it probably 2 or 3 falls now. It is a rooibos tea. It is definitely apple cinnamon, and it's exactly what you would expect. I think that there are some of our customers that come from the tea bag world, that they were buying tea bag teas at the grocery store, and they just got hooked on apple cinnamon. So I do like to offer this to them when they're trying to order something, you know, that they're recreating from a memory, a flavor memory. So I didn't get too crazy with the recipe here, and that's okay. It does appeal to certain people. Lots of red rooibos in here, lots of health benefits, of course. So the apple cinnamon is not a part of the Apple Orchard collection, but we brought it back because it is a fan favorite. We do always sell it. We've got people who just always stock up on it, but it is fall only. That one's limited edition. And Melissa is drinking apple cinnamon right now. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to scroll up really fast, see if I missed any questions. I don't do it on purpose. I really don't, but you guys know I talk as fast as I can. I don't want to waste your time. I appreciate your time. I value your time. I hope everyone knows that. So thank you, thank you. Jennifer says the teapot, yes, reminds her of Cinnamon's, but I heard, oh, Karen is the one who said that she remembers Cinderella's carriage both ways, both as an orange pumpkin and a clear glass carriage. Was it both? Was it one way? Was it 2 different parts in the movie? I'll have to rewatch it. I just don't remember. Jennifer says she likes the spiced apple chai. Very fun. Thank you for that. Okay. Let's see. I think we got everyone. I think I got everyone's comments. I don't think I missed any questions. You guys are always welcome to email us at orders@SubRosaTea, of course, if I missed you. And hopefully I do get notifications if you are on social media and you still have a question. No problem. So I hope to see you all again on Sunday and then 2 Sundays from now at our Oktoberfest launch. Thank you so much, friends. No matter what you do with the rest of your day, have yourself a cup of tea and take care of you. Bye-bye, friends.